Once upon a time, in a lush and vibrant garden, there was a drowsy little caterpillar named Charlie. Charlie was not like other caterpillars who loved to munch on leaves all day. Instead, he had a peculiar trait. He was always sleepy. While his fellow caterpillars would crawl around exploring the garden eagerly, Charlie preferred to take long naps on sun-dappled leaves. Charlie lived in a world where everything was constantly changing. Birds chirped, bees buzzed, and flowers bloomed in a rhythmic dance with a gentle breeze. Despite the busyness around him, Charlie somehow managed to maintain his sluggish and tranquil demeanor. His friends often teased him for being so laid back, but Charlie didn't mind. He appreciated the time he had to dream, imagining himself as a colorful butterfly dancing among the flowers. One bright morning, Charlie was awoken by a peculiar sound, a faint sound of wings flapping near him. He rubbed his tiny eyes and looked around. Hovering above him was Luna, a lovely ladybug known for her vibrant red and black spotted wings. "Hello, Charlie," Luna chirped. "You're missing out on another sun-kissed morning. Wouldn't you like to join me on an adventure?" Charlie yawned but felt intrigued. "Well, what's so special about today?" he asked sleepily. Luna replied with excitement. "Today is the day the garden hosts its annual Bloom Festival, with beautiful parades of flowers and creatures alike. You should come with me. It will be a delight for everyone." Despite his natural tendency to sleep, Charlie's curiosity was piqued. He thought to himself, "Perhaps I could take a short break from napping." After much consideration, he decided to follow Luna and experience the vibrant festival. As Luna and Charlie wandered through the garden, Charlie was amazed by what he saw. Petals danced to the tune of the wind, creatures of all shapes and sizes chirped their joyous melodies, and vibrant colors painted the garden landscape. Charlie was enchanted. His eyes widened and glistened with the spirit of the festivities. For the first time, Charlie felt the subtle stirrings of excitement within himself. He realized there was a world outside his leafy sanctuary that was full of wonder. Charlie had such a great time that day. He decided he would join Luna and his friends more often. He would explore the garden's charms and even find moments to nap among all the beauty. As he returned to his sun-dappled leaf to rest that evening, Charlie knew he was no longer just a drowsy caterpillar. He was a dreamer ready to explore. In the dense forest, where the trees whispered secrets and the flowers danced in vibrant colors, there lived a little caterpillar named Callie. Callie's life was a cycle of munching on leaves and dreaming of the day she would soar through the skies as a butterfly. She knew that one day, after a long sleep, her transformation would be magical. As the cold winds of winter began to recede and the first signs of spring emerged, Callie grew sleepy. She found a cozy spot under broad leaves, spun her cocoon, and drifted off into a deep slumber. Spring came bursting into bloom with the sun warming the earth, the flowers stretching their petals awake, and the animals bustling with renewed energy. Callie's friends, the bees and the ladybugs, went about their business, buzzing around flowers and sunning themselves on warm rocks. They talked about the wonders of spring, the new colors and the scents that filled the air. Everyone wondered when Callie would wake and join them. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. Spring moved swiftly into summer, bringing heat and long days. Yet, Callie still curled within her cocoon, wrapped in dreams she didn't want to leave. Her friends visited her often, whispering softly to encourage her to wake and explore, but Callie's dreams were too sweet, filled with vibrant munchies and playful breezes. As autumn stepped into the forest, painting leaves in shades of amber and gold, Callie's cocoon began to stir. Finally, with a gentle ease, Callie emerged from her cocoon, stretching newly formed wings wide into the crisp autumn air. Her transformation was not witnessed in the vivid palettes of spring nor the blazing sun of summer, but amongst the cozy warmth and fading colors of fall. Callie flew high among the falling leaves. Her wings sparkled like the amber hues around her. Although she had missed the lively spring bloom and the lazy summer sun, fall welcomed her with open arms. She danced upon the breezes, moved with the whispers of autumn, feeling free and unstoppable. Callie realized that her journey was unique, not bound by the season's expectations, but driven by her own rhythm. Her friends marveled at her beauty and her journey, and Callie knew that sometimes the perfect time is not what everyone thinks it is. As she soared through the autumn skies, she felt her dreams had finally come true in their own wondrous way. In the heart of a vibrant garden, where blooms danced in the gentle breeze, lived a particularly curious caterpillar. Her name was Clara, and she was known for her voracious appetite. Clara was no ordinary caterpillar. She was driven by an insatiable hunger that propelled her on grand adventures across the garden day after day. As the sun rose one morning, Clara set her sights on a nearby tomato plant. The ripe, juicy fruits glistened with dew, promising Clara a feast. She crawled over, her tiny legs moving swiftly, and indulged in the tender flesh of the tomatoes, one by one. But today was different. As Clara munched contentedly, she noticed something peculiar. The usual chatter of birds seemed distant, and the rustling leaves whispered something new. Intrigued, Clara paused her feasting and listened closely. Then, amid the silence, she heard a soft lullaby, almost like nature was singing her to sleep. The melody flowed through the garden, calming and soothing. Feeling oddly drowsy, Clara tried to resist the sudden heaviness in her eyelids. Determined to continue her exploration, she crawled towards a luscious head of lettuce, but her movements slowed. The world around her started to blur softly. Finally, Clara surrendered to the song. She curled up on the leaf she was trying to reach, taking a moment to breathe deeply. Within moments, she fell into a gentle, refreshing sleep, dreaming of the magnificent world she had yet to explore. As she slept, the sun settled into the horizon, painting the sky with hues of pink and orange. The garden, wrapped in twilight, seemed to cradle her in its warm embrace, promising her new adventures once she awoke. Thus, Clara the hungry caterpillar found solace in sleep, understanding that even the most relentless explorers needed moments of rest. And as she lay there, the garden quietly hummed its lullaby through the night. The garden promised Clara that life would greet her with new wonders when the morning arrived. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between mountains, there was a river known for its peculiar ability to remember. The river flowed through the heart of the village, winding its way past homes and fields. The villagers called it the river that remembers because it seemed to possess a strange knack for knowing all the stories, dreams, and secrets whispered along its banks. An elderly woman named Martha had lived in the village her entire life. As a child, she had been enchanted by the river's tales. Her grandmother would take her to the river's edge, telling stories that the river had shared with her, claiming that one must listen closely to hear the whispers of the river. Martha never forgot those moments. As Martha grew older, her connection to the river deepened. She would sit by the water for hours, recalling her life's events, from happy memories of her youth to the sorrows of loss. In her heart, Martha believed the river not only remembered her stories, but also helped her carry them. It became a tradition in the village to visit the river when faced with important decisions or with the need to unburden one's soul. Parents brought their children to introduce them to the river, lovers etched their promises into its waters, and elders whispered their farewells as their journeys neared their end. One day, a stranger arrived in the village. He was drawn to the river, captivated by its serene beauty. Curious, he asked Martha about the tales of the river, hoping to learn more. Martha told him that the river had seen countless generations of villagers live and leave their marks upon it. The stranger, intrigued, asked Martha if she truly believed the river could remember. She smiled and replied, Whether it remembers or not, sitting by its banks helps us remember who we are. The stranger sat by the river and felt a sense of peace, as if he were connecting to its living memory. As years passed, Martha watched over the village and its beloved river until the end of her days. Her stories became part of the river's ever-growing tapestry, whispered eternally to those who paused to listen. The river that remembers remained a centerpiece of the village, flowing gently with the weight of countless histories. It reminded each generation of their roots and dreams, carrying the essence of time in its murmuring waters.